Hello YouTube land, my name is Kestalkayden and we are playing Minecraft 1.4.4. Today is not going to be a regular gameplay. Today I'm actually going to be doing a how-to tutorial on how to actually do a chicken bucket. We'll start off with the basics first, and then we'll actually go into a little bit more of the advanced techniques with redstone and dispensing. So here I created just an extra, little basement where I'm going to be utilizing my chicken bucket. I created one down step, and this is the room that I will be actually doing it in. As you can see, I made a groove here to reinforce the ceiling to, well, make sure that chickens don't glitch up, because I have seen that in the past. And what you'd want to start off with is an 8 by 8. So just to verify, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We here now have an 8 by 8 room. One of the first things that you'll want to do in this little area is, in fact, create a 4 by 4 here. Well, for various purposes. First off, to dispense the light in the center of the chicken bucket, which is always nice. Which means now we don't necessarily need these on the corners because we're actually going to be utilizing that for something else. Now, in the corners, what you'll want to do to start off is just create pillars. Now, as I'm doing this underground, I won't need certain components like the glass, which I'll be doing, but it's mostly for viewing purposes, and I'm going to do it anyway, just in case if you want to just in case if you guys want to do it, above ground. Hopefully you actually do this away from your house, because after a certain amount of chickens get in there, it gets really loud. I had a server at one point where I personally actually set up, I think, a chicken bucket that had about 200 chickens in it, which, were dropping me a whole bunch of eggs and yada yada yada, and as it was an economy-based server, it was brilliant because I was able to actually get a lot of money off of it. With this said, though, the purpose of the chicken bucket is, in fact, to not only get loads of chickens in a confined area where you can actually control everything, but also to, get lots and lots of eggs. And eggs are rather important, not only for cake now, but for other things too. So, like I said, if we're going to be doing this outside, you'd actually want glass all the way around just to kind of see what's going on, and you'd actually want to put a top on this thing. But seeing as we're in a cave, that's kind of done automatically for us, which is also why I kind of reinforced the roof. That's why I did that. Just going to finish this off here. And actually, technically, I already did things wrong, but that's okay. It's fine. I'll just continue on. So, I'll show you exactly what I did wrong in a minute. I just want to get the right area to go along with this. Alright. Now, do I want that one or that one? Okay, hold on. I just need to count something out for a second. So here you'd actually want to create a little bit further down. Bit of a step down anyway. Because you want to not interfere with this giant chicken bucket that we are creating. So, you know what? I think that is the level that I'm actually kind of going for. Yeah. So what we'll have to do actually is just quickly go over this level right here. You can do this in multiple ways. Just make sure that you have enough room to walk underneath the floor that I'm actually going to be creating right now. I'm actually going to quickly get rid of this because we don't need it. Oh no, iron. As you can see, guys, I am in creative mode. I am only doing this in creative mode. I will be switching back to survival mode as soon as I finish up with this tutorial. The next tutorial that I think I'm going to create is going to be probably the zombie spawner. So look forward to that next weekend. My gameplay videos are going to be every Monday to Friday, while my tutorials are going to be every weekend. And I hope to at least get maybe 1 to 2 tutorials every weekend. Excuse me. Thought I had to yawn for a second there. Nope, no yawning. Okay, so now we have this basic area, which is nice. We're going to finish this off here. And again, as I am in creative mode, I do have the certain luxury of being able to fly. I'm also trying to do this actually rather quick for your guys' benefit. I don't want you guys sitting here for, 20, 30 minutes while I create a chicken bucket in survival mode. Here, at least, you'd actually be able to kind of, go back and examine what I've done. I mean, okay, so you need your glass. You actually need quite a bit of glass. You need, a nice stable base. I usually do this with, you know, stone, and usually outside it'll be kind of like this. So you'll actually want to create a platform and work from that. I have glass selected. Here we go. Okay, so we have successfully now created the base frame of our chicken bucket. So that's all good and said and done. What we'll need to do now is have a little bit of fun. This part actually can be rather difficult in survival mode, so I'm actually going to show you guys how to do that in survival mode, just so you guys get an idea of the frustration and torture, I guess you can say. I just need to grab a couple of buckets. We no longer need the glass. We no longer need the... Well, we might need some stone just to create some... Well, actually, no, I'm going to grab a weak material. I might actually just... Might as well use glass. Wow, glass. I almost said grass. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to be switching back into survival. Oh, I don't have permission for this. Damn it. Okay, well, I'll try not to cheat during this part. What you'll want to do is pick a side. Pick any side whatsoever. You'll actually need quite a bit of signs, so keep that in mind. But let's say we're going to be choosing this side. So automatically what you have to do is just place them. This part can take a little bit, unfortunately. We have one row done. Now what you have to do is select the sign, move back a little bit, and create another one. What this will do is create a second row. And gotta love Minecraft physics at its best. But well, you'll see why this needs to happen later on, but this is basically going to be like your chicken scoop. Or egg scoop, I should say. And I'll show you how that's done in a minute. So what you want to do is actually create it all the way through. Sorry about the ding, you guys. That's just my email. Okay. We are done. Actually, what I'm going to do is just destroy one of these. Like I said, I'm going to try to do this very, like, survivally, even though I'm in creative mode. It's just to show you guys how to actually do this. So one of the main things that you want to first start off with, actually, yeah, it's probably a bad idea. I'll put a block there. Yeah, you'll want to just do something like this temporarily. What you'll need is actually a couple of water buckets. So you'll want to aim for... Whoopsies. Okay, so basically, yeah, you'll want to aim for the corner. And as the signs are here, what happens is that, you know, it won't go through, which is perfect because chickens like water. You'll want to put one on every corner. You actually might want to create an infinite water supply for this because you actually have quite a few things that you'd actually want to do before, you know, finishing off the next part of the water bucket. So now that this part's done, you have to be kind of careful with this, but, ooh, sorry, I forgot I'm in creative mode. There we go. So, actually, I kind of needed those. Anyways, this is just a way to get back up there. You just have to kind of be a little careful. It's going to be a lot harder with me because I have fly, unfortunately. There we go. Okay, so what you'll want to do is look where the source blocks are located. So for this then, you'll want to kind of fill out the corners so that they are even. In an 8x8, what it'll do by the end of it is it'll create a perfectly even water surface, which is perfect, right? Right. And while we're actually doing this, the next part that we'll have to do is create a bit of a kind of a viewing area, I guess you can say. And as you can see, the first part is actually right there. So we can go up. We can... Actually, I'm going to start off with the dispenser. One of the first things that you'll actually want to do with the dispensers is, you know, have them. So this is the part where we actually place the dispensers, and we'll also need a lever. we'll actually want to go from the inside, I think, to actually create this. Okay, so this is where the platform is, right? So you won't necessarily want to do it right on the ground level because chickens can technically glitch into it. So what you'll want to do is actually do it from right here. Let's do a double because I feel spunky. Okay. So with that said, we create a block and block. Actually, I might have done this incorrectly. So I'm just going to not hollow out, but stare out this part a little bit better. There we go. So now we can actually create a little bit of a platform over here to give us some room so we can actually go down without worrying about things, which is perfect. Going back, we'll want to grab some torches. Sorry that I'm kind of haphazardly doing this. It's how I roll. Just to create some extra light. I mean, it's not necessary, but I just kind of want it to be lit up right now. Okay. You know what? That's going to bug me. There we go. Alright, so we have a couple of, blocks here. Can I? Yeah. You can hear the second click, and that means that the dispenser is in fact going off. However, what we want to do is make it a lot simpler for us, right? Because, you don't want to click both dispensers to kind of go all out, do you? What I will do then... actually, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this. Well, for now, I'll show you the basics of just having... You know what? That is kind of annoying. I'm going to grab some redstone. And this is why redstone is so important. It simplifies your tasks quite a bit. I don't think I can just do this. Maybe I can? Yeah, no. It has to be kind of pointed at it, which... I kind of did things wrong. So, I'll fix that later. We will want to create one on opposite ends, where there's at least one space. Which is fine, because, There we go. And this is also strictly for repeating purposes as well, so it kind of works out, doesn't it? There we go. Now I feel much better. Okay, so grab a repeater. Is this how they work? It's been so very long. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, nope. Just gonna test something out really quickly. Yeah, you know what? I think that will work a lot better. Oh, not yet. Right. Okay, so unfortunately it's been a while since I've actually used redstone. I'm used to wireless redstone. It really helps. But this is how they connect. There we go. So now both of them will fire off, which is perfect. There's no repeat. I mean, there's a very small delay, but it's good enough for now. Later on, I'll actually show you how to create an automated one, but at this point, what I'm going to do is just grab some eggs. Just to show you how this actually works, I'm actually going to grab quite a bit of them. Now, I'll kill off all these chickens after this, so I'm not, cheating. Eeh. Okay, so we will add 3 sets of eggs there, and 3 sets of eggs there. So I'll kind of try to do this so you guys can see. I already got a chicken out of that. And what happens is, the chicken will continue to, be right here. Now, what you can do is continuously breed chickens through, wheat and whatnot, but what you can also do is collect all the eggs. This is the next part, and one of the last steps that I'll be showing you guys. So from here on out, what you'll want to do is create another way down. Just one more drop, that's all that's needed. Actually, I need a few more this way, so I'm just going to dig out a little bit better. Now, this doesn't have to be an exact science. You just have to realize that an 8x8 room is kind of crucial, mostly because of the water, and also because of, you know, basically, yeah, the way that the water flows. So what'll happen is it'll all drop right here, which is perfect, right? So all of your eggs will drop in this area right here. I mean, you can technically work around that. You can actually create a way to, you know, flood it right to the center down one spot, but I created an 8x8. You can technically do a 9x9, which will get it to one corner, but you have to be a little bit more creative with the water up top. Just going to go up here. As you can see, there is a chicken there. So the next thing that I'm going to do is, you know, just launch this off a few times. Yeah, I'm not even waiting for the sounds. They're just going. And as you can see, this could be very annoying to click so many times just to grab yourself a couple of chickens. However, let's see how many we have. See? It works. And what'll happen is they'll grow up and they'll start dropping eggs, which do go through the water, and they'll all go to the spot here so you can just collect them when needed. Simple? Simple. I mean, technically you can even go a little further out by, you know, putting it to one spot. You can then create some kind of a lava trash compactor or whatever and have your way with it. The last thing that we'll want to actually go over, in fact, is automation. Wow, automated. Huh. Okay, so we will go over how to quickly create a very, very simple and somewhat stable, you know, redstone device. With this said, though, I did say somewhat stable. Keep in mind that we don't need something that'll last for an hour because that'll lag your game. Like, these clocks that I'm actually going to be creating right now, they really lag your game, and you don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is just quickly show, you know, the basics. If I can remember the basics, that is all. I'm actually going to put the basics right here. Okay, so we will have ourselves a block right there. Wait. Yeah, okay, this is perfect. We'll want to grab ourselves some redstone torch. And another lever. Oh, I got rid of my lever. I forgot about that. I think this type of clock still works. I could be wrong. It's been a while. So we're going to have that right there. We need a repeater, which is pointing this way. If not, I can go over some of my earlier designs, which work a lot better. There we go. And yeah, you know what? I don't think that'll work. Oh, wait. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. So okay, so I'm actually going to do a lot bigger of a repeater, which is a lot more stable, and it should work out nicely. So, damn gravel. So this is actually technically 2 tutorials in one, because I was assuming just to do like a small repeater, but no, I'm going to go all out with a stable 5x5 repeater, so I'm actually going to create a rather large area for this as well. And I mean, you don't have to do this, but it definitely does help, especially if you don't feel like clicking, you know, hundreds of thousands of times, right? So I'm just going to quickly get this out of the way. Now, you don't have to use a repeater, so at this point of the tutorial, if you don't want to see some of the more advanced stuff, then it's fine, but what a repeater will do, well, not a repeater, a pulsar will do, is it'll continuously, you know, flip the switch over and over and over again, so you don't have to worry about it pretty much, which is nice. Actually, what I'm also going to do is actually grab some torches just to light up the area to make sure that nothing spawns around here. Because unfortunately, I had that happen with one of my earlier tutorials. It was not fun. Yeah, I died in the middle of a tutorial. Not this one, a different one that I was going to plan on doing. And it was a zombie spawner, so I need to actually destroy what I have over there and kind of do it all over again, because a creeper blew half of it up and I was kind of upset. Okay, so, how do I remember? How do I do this again? 1, 2... If this doesn't work, I will quickly pause the video, but I'm pretty sure I remember how to do this. Mind you, it's been a while. 3, 1, 2. Okay, so we will need some torches. It is this way, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, torch, 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 and torch. Oh, I don't think it works. Unless... Yeah, no, it's the other way around. Silly, silly me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I kind of remembered this way for some reason. I'm going to loop that one a little bit more. There we go. And this is a pulsar slash repeater slash whatever else you want to call it. Now what we're also going to do is quickly just put it here for now, because I mean that's the way it'll go. But we'll just create a switch here. So as you can see, this technically stops it and we're good to go. So this is your automated chicken bucket, and as you can see, it's continuously dispensing eggs and popping them out and whatnot, and yeah. And it looks like we're out of eggs. But I mean, this is basically your stable 5 clock repeater, or pulsar, I should say. It's not the fastest, but it works. It gets the job done, and it doesn't lag the server, which is more important. So if you're doing this online, most administrators or mods won't necessarily yell at you. Mind you, if you have like insane amount of these, then yeah, it's understandable. But it's fine. How many chickens do we have up here? They're still all baby chickens. They'll be like that for a while, unfortunately, but I mean, we have, I don't know, at least 20. And they'll continuously drop more eggs, and then you can actually keep placing more eggs in there, which makes things really, really nice, especially if you plan on utilizing a lot of eggs for whatever recipes you want to do. I mean, oh, I don't have my craft guide. I was going to say, there are quite a few recipes that you can actually use that utilize, you know, eggs. And actually, in a way, this actually kind of works out, because you can actually open this up for viewing purposes for whatever reason, if you're that type of a person. Just saying. You can view the chickens that you're about to destroy. Well, not necessarily. I actually kept all my chickens. I didn't use them mostly for, you know, chicken meat. I use them mostly for eggs. Not only are they fun to throw at people to kind of try to troll, especially from like high above, but I mean, eggs can be used in quite a few recipes, so it works out. I was kind of hoping to actually see one pop out, an egg, but it doesn't look like these guys are growing up just yet. And I think it takes like 15 minutes or so, or something like that. I don't know. But there you have it. This is my, you know, impromptu, slightly creative, automated chicken bucket. And as you can see, some of the chickens do sometimes fall down. On a server, if you have a low connection, you'll just see all of them just drop and then bounce back up. It's actually kind of funny to look at, especially have like 200 chickens. And that's just one of the things to look out for, because if you're going into an area that has like 200 chickens and you're getting a lot of those drop actions, that means that your connection also kind of can't handle that, so you gotta also kind of be worried about that too. I mean, if you're doing it on single player, I don't think you'll have much of a problem aside from maybe some higher CPU usage, but you should be fine. Yeah, you should be fine. So this concludes our tutorial on how to both do a automated chicken bucket and a 5 clock repeater. Now I know this is somewhat old school and I know that there's better designs for it, but this one is the most stable that I've seen that can pretty much go on forever. So you really don't want to leave it on unless you absolutely have to. Then again, you know, I mean, this isn't exactly fast as you know, but it does the job, which is perfect. I mean, you can do a 3 clock repeater just fine using this type of a method. You can do a 7 clock. As long as it's an odd number, it's fine. That's all that you got to remember. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. I have, you know, tried to go over most of the details, most of the basics, and some more advanced stuff. I hope you guys have enjoyed. My name is Kestalkayden, bringing you a Minecraft 1.4.4 tutorial on both chicken buckets and a redstone pulser. As you can see, that guy kind of bounced down. So, leave a comment down below, leave a like, subscribe to my video, tell me what kind of a tutorial you want to see next week. I'll definitely get to it, guys. So until next time, have fun.